It's time to rank every single MCU movie from worst to best. I put every single film from the Infinity Saga all the way to the Multiverse Saga in a tier list. So let's just get it popping, baby. Let's see what we got here. Starting off, we got the movie that started it all, the OG Iron Man in 2008, and I don't care what anybody says, this movie easily goes to the S tier. If it wasn't for Iron Man, the MCU would never be a thing, and we wouldn't have 37 movies today. So starting off, we got Iron Man in S tier. Now next up, we got the Incredible Hulk. And I know a lot of people don't really care for the Incredible Hulk, right? In my opinion, it's a very average MCU movie. I don't really rewatch it too much, but honestly, I can watch it and I can enjoy myself. So just for right now, I think we're gonna let's put Incredible Hulk in C tier because it's not a movie I like to rewatch, but hey, I can still enjoy myself when I watch it. Right now, Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2, in my opinion, is honestly one of the worst Iron Man movies. I don't care about this movie at all. I do like the Incredible Hulk over Iron Man 2, so let's just put it in D tier right now. We're just gonna, maybe we'll reshuffle it and we'll reorganize it towards the end, but for right now, this is what I got so far. Next up, we got Thor. I don't know if I like Thor over the Incredible Hulk. Thor is a pretty decent movie. I did rewatch it not too long ago. I'm just gonna put it on the same level of Incredible Hulk because these early Phase 1 movies, they were bangers, but let's be honest, we got some absolute bangers that have dropped over the last 5 years. That's really where the tier list is going to get crazy right now. Captain America, I love Captain America, the First Avenger. The Captain America trilogy is one of the best trilogies in the entire MCU. So I think Captain America definitely deserves a B spot. It's a great time period piece in the World War II. Great origin story for Steve Rogers. Oh, now we got the Avengers, baby. The Avengers, it's going S tier. I love the Avengers more than I love Iron Man, but man, Iron Man in the Avengers, what a perfect way to start off a phase and end a phase, baby. Iron Man 3, I actually really love Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 showed Tony dealing with his PTSD after the Avengers. I think Iron Man 3 deserves to be in the B spot, like right next to Captain America, the first Avenger. Now, Thor the Dark World. I don't think I have to say anything about Thor the Dark World, right? That's going in D tier. Come on now. You already know we were putting Thor the Dark World in D tier. Captain America the Winter Soldier. Easy. This is easily going in my S tier. This is a top tier Marvel movie. This is a top 10 movie for a lot of people. I don't know if it's in my top 10 now because there's just been so much bangers that have dropped over the last couple years. But you know what? I don't want to put a lot of movies in the S tier. I want to save the S tier for like my top 10. And I'm not sure if the Winter Soldier is going to be my top 10. So for right now, let's just drop it in A tier and see how we rock it. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy. Shout out to James Gunn. The gun doesn't jam. He bangs with every single comic book project he makes. I'm going to put Guardians of the Galaxy in A tier as well, and I think I do enjoy it just a teeny bit more than I like the Winter Soldier. Next up, we got Avengers Age of Ultron. It's definitely the worst Avengers movie, but that does not make it a bad film at all. I think I would probably put Age of Ultron over Iron Man 3. I think I would rather rewatch Captain America. I rewatch Captain America pretty much every year around 4th of July time. It's just like a comfort movie for me every single year. But yeah, I don't really watch Age of Ultron too much, but it did introduce one of my favorite characters in the entire MCU, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. So for that, you know what? For that, we're going to put it over Captain America, the First Avenger. How about that? Now, Ant-Man. What a great origin film for Ant-Man. I love the character of Scott Lang. We're not going to talk about Quantumania. We're going to get to that in a bit. But I think Ant-Man, the first one, deserves to be on the same level of Age of Ultron, Captain America. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Now, oh my goodness, dude. I can't believe we're already on Phase 3 in Captain America Civil War. This is an S tier movie for me. I enjoy Civil War more than I enjoy the first Avengers. So far, I think I'm cooking with the tier list. I don't know how you guys are going to feel about it, but for me, I think I'm cooking right now. Doctor Strange. I think Doctor Strange is definitely a B movie for me. I put it over... Do I put it over Age of Ultron? I don't think I put it over Age of Ultron, but man, the visuals in Doctor Strange, top tier. It was a decent origin film. Doctor Strange does get a little boring for me. It's not a movie I choose to rewatch too much, but I think that's a good spot for it. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Where are we going to put Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? It's definitely the worst Guardians film, but it's not the worst MCU movie. I don't know if I want to put Volume 2 below Ant-Man. I think I am. Maybe I have to give Volume 2 a rewatch because I haven't really watched it in a long time. But for right now, we're going to put it in C tier. Now, I don't know if you guys get it at this point. I'm not going to put a lot of movies in D tier. It takes a lot for me to really hate a Marvel movie. Yes, there's a couple more I'm going to put in the D tier. But for right now, I think Iron Man and Thor the Dark World, that's pretty much it. Now, Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming is a great reintroduction to the character of Peter Parker. I love Tom Holland's Spider-Man. That's an easy A tier for me. Spider-Man is my favorite fictional character of all time. Who doesn't love the GOAT? But I don't think I can put Homecoming on the S tier level, even though it is a really, really good movie. So it's on the verge between an S tier and an A tier. Thor Ragnarok, that's the same boat for me right there. Ragnarok goes in the A tier right there. Ragnarok's a banger. It's the best Thor movie. It revitalized the character of Thor and actually made him a likable character again to set him up for Infinity War and that journey that he goes on. So yeah, I think I like that spot for Thor Ragnarok. Now Black Panther. Black Panther, honestly, that was a generational film. I love Black Panther. You know, the final CGI battle, I know a lot of people like to talk crap on it, but I'm going to put Black Panther in A. That is a generational Marvel movie. Infinity War, the best Marvel movie of all time. Maybe. I have biases. I have recency bias. I have this, but Infinity War will always be such a top tier movie. Now, Ant-Man and the Wasp, yeah. Ant-Man and the Wasp, I think this is another one that's going into my C tier. I think I'm going to I'll put it just below Incredible Hulk. No, I'll have to put it below Thor because I don't think I like it as much as I like Thor. So far, so good. Captain Marvel, Captain Marvel's a very interesting film because when it comes to Captain Marvel, I personally only watched it in theaters because it was the movie before Avengers Endgame. And it was a very phase 1 movie. It didn't really feel new. I like the character of Carol Danvers, but I think I like the Marvels a lot more than I like the original Captain Marvel movie. So I think it's another one of those that has to go kind of in the C tier with the early phase 1 movies. You got Ant-Man and Guardians in there, but so far so good. Now Endgame, come on, I don't care what anybody says that people call this movie, oh, Infinity War is so much better. Endgame was the peak of the peak when it comes to Marvel hype. That is easily going in my S tier. I think I like Endgame more than I like the first Avengers. I don't know if I like Endgame more than I like Civil War. Civil War is just such a 10 out of 10 chef's kiss Marvel movie. I think Endgame, that's a good spot right there. Spider-Man Far From Home. I like Spider-Man Far From Home more than I like Homecoming. I know that's a hot take. I know people like to say Far From Home is one of the worst Spider-Man movies of all time. But me personally, I love it. I love Mysterio. I love that scene where he locks in with his spider sense. Oh, everything about this movie is chef's kiss. Him just wanting to relax after Infinity War. He's so stressed. He just wants to go on vacation. And Nick Fury said, no. We need you to get to work, buddy. So Spider-Man Far From Home, I don't think it's one of those that I can put in my top 10. So I'm going to put it right above Homecoming. You know what? Let's put it right above Homecoming right there if I can. Come on to your list. There we go. We got Far From Home over Homecoming. Wow. I think so far so good. I got a banger tier list going on right here. Now, Black Widow, the start of the multiverse saga. This is where it's going to get juicy because I do have recency bias. I know a lot of people like to talk trash on the multiverse saga, calling a lot of these projects dog. It's quality over quantity, blah, 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 blah. I liked a lot of the movies that have dropped over the last 5 years. So if you guys hate me for putting a lot of these in the top 10, top 15, oh well, you can swipe off the video. Now for Black Widow, me personally, I did really enjoy this film. Did it come out a couple years too late? It probably should have came out right after Civil War, the minute that the movie kind of takes place in. So Black Widow kind of sits right there in the middle for me. I think Black Widow in B tier. That is a pretty decent spot for it. I love the intro for the movie with that Nirvana song playing in the background. Just the horrific images of Dreykov taking the girls into the Red Room. This movie has such a dark underlining message. Oh, I love Black Widow. I need to give that movie a rewatch. Oh, now Shang-Chi, baby. Shang-Chi, this is an S tier Marvel film. Shang-Chi is an S tier Marvel film in my opinion, bro. Destin Daniel Cretton, he's gonna cook with Spider-Man Brand New Day. This was his very first movie in the MCU. What an amazing action set pieces for Shang-Chi. He knows how to cook, and the storyline for this movie, oh, I love Wenwu as a villain. I love Shang-Chi. That movie is an absolute banger. Now Eternals. Eternals is very rough for me. I had a lot of expectations going into Eternals back in 2021. It failed to meet a lot of my expectations. I have not rewatched this movie since. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in D tier. Spider-Man No Way Home, my favorite Spider-Man movie of all time. I know some people like to call it nostalgia bait. It's a cameo fest. Nope. Andrew and Toby were supporting actors. They helped develop Tom Holland's character to become the ultimate Spider-Man. I love No Way Home. I would have to put this over Iron Man easily. I would have to put it over Iron Man so easily. Now, Multiverse of Madness. Dog, I love Multiverse of Madness, bro. Wanda Maximoff is my favorite. Well, Not my favorite fictional character, because I already said that Spider-Man, but she's one of my favorite MCU characters of all time. After WandaVision, I just wanted to see her tear up some business in Multiverse of Madness, and that entire Illuminati sequence where she goes, Black Bolt can knock you out with a whisper. She's like, what mouth? Boom! He blows his own head off, bro. She rolled through the Illuminati. I love Multiverse of Madness. I probably like Multiverse of Madness over Far From Home, to be honest with you. Now, how many movies do I have in my S tier? We got 3, 6, we got 8 in my S tier right now. Do I want to put Multiverse of Madness in S tier? I don't think I can, because I was slightly disappointed with it, because I feel like they should have dove a little bit more deeper into the multiverse. But I think I could put Multiverse of Madness over the first 2 Spider-Man films, even though I love Spider-Man, right? But just Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, she went stupid in this movie. Now, Thor, Love and Thunder. Let's be honest, Gore the God Butcher was one of the worst villains that I think I've ever seen in the MCU. I mean, he's Gore the God Butcher. We saw him kill one god in the beginning of the movie, and he pretty much just pieces out. He turns into a boogeyman. He kidnaps a few kids. Thor, Love and Thunder is low-key. No, it's not low-key. It's actually high-key trash, so Thor, Love and Thunder is another one that I probably would put in a D tier, but I do like it more than Eternals, so there's that. Now, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Ooh, that's going to be hard. I don't know if I like Wakanda Forever over the first Black Panther. Wakanda Forever is one of those movies where it's a very tough rewatch, obviously, with the tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman. It's a very tough movie to rewatch, but it's very heartfelt. It's very powerful. It does drag on a little bit too much. I mean, I give it like a 4.5. I give it probably about a 4.5 star. I don't know if I can put it in S tier, though. It's really, really close to being S tier. Now, for Wakanda Forever, you know, I think I will put that probably like right below Winter Soldier, right above Ragnarok. I think that's a pretty good spot. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. We're not going to talk about how this was supposed to be the introduction to Kang the Conqueror, the big bad for the multiverse saga, but he dives to some ants, and Marvel said, you know what, we're going to Doctor Doom now. So, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, get him out of here. Oh boy, now we're getting to the good stuff. We got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This movie made me cry over a CGI raccoon, so just for that, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, it's going into S tier. I think I like it more than Shang-Chi just because of how sad and powerful the story is. I think I like it over Black Panther. Do I like it over Iron Man? Ooh. I think I'm going to put it over Iron Man. So how much do we have in our S tier right now? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 movies in the S tier. We have not cracked the top 10 yet. But here we have the Marvels. The Marvels, a lot of people said they should have saw this movie in theaters. Once this movie hit Disney Plus, there was a lot of fans for this project. I don't think it's necessarily an A tier movie, but I think it's a B tier movie. And I like it more than I like Age of Ultron, I think. It was a very fun team-up movie. Deadpool and Wolverine, this is instantly getting shot up into my top 10. I think I liked it more than the first Avengers. So far, my top 10 MCU movies, it's been a while since I've ranked these, right? And actually looking at all the movies in a tier list, it's getting me to kind of like reevaluate. I'm like, okay, I do kind of like where my top 10 is sitting. Now we have Captain America Brave New World. This might be a super duper hot take. I think Captain America Brave New World has a couple better action scenes than the Winter Soldier. In my opinion, the Winter Soldier, there's a lot of great action in the film, but it's a lot of cut. They don't really give you time to like focus in on the action. You're constantly just seeing them go from one, and trust me, it's cool, right? It's definitely awesome choreography and things like that, but I just wish they had a tiny bit less cuts in the movie. And I loved watching Sam Wilson glide around with his jetpack, doing everything that he had to do. Captain America Brave New World, this movie cooked. I don't know if I want to give it an A tier, but I definitely want to give it high B. I think I'm going to put that over Black Widow. I really, really like Captain America Brave New World. Now, Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. This is back-to-back bangers from Marvel Studios. I give Thunderbolts a 5 out of 5. I give Fantastic Four a 5 out of 5. You know, if you asked me about 2 weeks ago when Fantastic Four dropped, I probably would say this movie was my favorite MCU movie of all time. But, you know, I've watched it 3 or 4 times. I really do love it still. Does it crack my top 10? I don't know if it cracks my top 10, though. I think I like Multiverse of Madness over Thunderbolts. I really, really love Thunderbolts, though. but it's almost like a personal bias, you know? Like, am I ranking these movies off of enjoyment, or am I ranking these movies off of like how I critically think the movie's better? No, in my opinion, I rank things off of enjoyment. So I enjoyed Multiverse of Madness over Thunderbolts. So I think Thunderbolts, that's good. Thunderbolts is like top 12, top 13. I could rewatch Thunderbolts any day. It is an amazing story about mental health, and that just seriously, just talking to someone could change your whole life for the better. Now, finally, for Fantastic Four First Steps, for the final movie in our tier list. I'm struggling with this one. I'm not going to lie. I don't know where to put it. I'm putting it over Shang-Chi. You know what? It's going to go in the top 10. I got to put it over Shang-Chi. I got to put it over Black Panther because I liked it over Black Panther. I don't think I can put it over Infinity War, Civil War, Endgame, Deadpool and Wolverine. I was just obsessed with that movie for the longest time. I've watched it like 17 times. I don't think I could put it over No Way Home because No Way Home was just such a special event for me. I think Fantastic Four goes right here. So we have 3, 6, 9. We have 11 movies in S tier. I really just want to make S tier my top 10. So I'm sorry, Black Panther. Don't get mad at me, guys. I love Black Panther to death. I think Black Panther is going to go right around here. I think that is it, chat. I think this is the definitive MCU ranking for FinsMF. If you guys don't know who I am, I've been creating content on TikTok for the last 4 years now, almost going on 5. This is my very first YouTube video. I decided just to rank all the MCU movies. So here we go. In the S tier, we got Infinity War, Civil War, Endgame, Deadpool and Wolverine, Avengers, No Way Home, Fantastic Four, Guardians Volume 3, Iron Man, and Shang-Chi. I think that is a banger top 10 movies. And honestly, a lot of these movies came out in the last couple years. I know you may say it's recency bias, but in my opinion, I've genuinely really loved a lot of the projects that we've gotten. So let me know how you guys enjoyed my very first MCU movie tier list video. I want to make a lot more videos for you guys. If you guys don't know, I'm FinsMF. I've been making TikToks for the last 4 years. I decided it's finally time to jump into the YouTube game, with my very first video being a little MCU movie ranking. If you guys want to see a Disney Plus show ranking, I'll be down to make that video for you guys. So, hey, let me know if I cooked.